Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. A comprehensive overview. Personal information. Full name: Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Clan name Madiba, a term of respect and affection used by South Africans. Born July 18, 1918 in Vizo, Eastern Cape, South Africa. Died December 5, 2013 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Early life. Born into the Thembu royal family, Mandela's upbringing was steeped in tradition and a sense of duty. His father was a chief, and this early exposure to leadership shaped his future path. Education. He was the first in his family to attend a Western-style school. He later studied law at the University of Fort Hare and the University of Witwatersrand, where his political consciousness was fully awakened by the systemic racism of apartheid. Certificates and achievements. Mandela's life was decorated with numerous accolades, recognizing his monumental struggle for equality. Nobel Peace Prize, 1993, awarded jointly to Mandela and then-President F.W. de Klerk for their work in peacefully dismantling the apartheid regime and laying the foundations for a new, democratic South Africa. President of South Africa, 1994 to 1999. Following the country's first-ever fully democratic, multiracial elections, Mandela was inaugurated as the first black president of South Africa. His presidency focused on national reconciliation and addressing the deep social and economic inequalities left by apartheid. Bharat Ratna, 1990, India's highest civilian award, making him one of the few non-Indians to receive this honor. Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2002, the highest civilian honor in the United States. Honorary degrees. He received over 250 honors, including more than 50 honorary degrees from universities across the globe, for his contributions to peace, human rights, and social justice. Growth and development, the long walk to freedom. Mandela's personal evolution is central to his story. Early activism. As a young lawyer in Johannesburg, he joined the African National Congress, ANC, in 1944. He co-founded the more radical ANC Youth League, ANCYL, advocating for mass action like boycotts and strikes. Shift to armed struggle. After the Sharpeville massacre in 1960, where police killed peaceful protesters, Mandela concluded that nonviolent protest alone was insufficient. He co-founded Umkhonto we Sizwe, Spear of the Nation, the armed wing of the ANC, and coordinated sabotage campaigns against military and government targets. Imprisonment and transformation. Captured in 1962, he was sentenced to life imprisonment during the Rivonia trial. His famous speech from the dock concluded with the powerful declaration, "I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." His 27 years in prison, mostly on Robben Island, were not a period of stagnation but of profound growth. He mastered self-control, studied Afrikaans to understand his oppressors, and became a powerful symbol of resistance, refining his philosophy from armed struggle to one of negotiation and reconciliation. Inspirational quotes. Words that shaped the world. Mandela's quotes encapsulate his wisdom and unwavering optimism. One. It always seems impossible until it's done. Meaning, this reflects his core belief in perseverance and resilience. It speaks to the monumental task of ending apartheid, which once seemed insurmountable, yet was achieved through persistent effort. 2. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Meaning, Mandela's concept of freedom was not just personal but collective. He argued that true liberty involves responsibility and empathy, requiring one to actively work for the freedom and dignity of all people. Three. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Meaning, having used his time in prison to educate himself and others, Mandela saw education as the primary tool for empowerment, enlightenment, and societal transformation. Inspirations, other interests and passions. Beyond politics, Mandela was a man of diverse passions which he skillfully wove into his leadership. Inspirations. He drew inspiration from the nonviolent resistance strategies of Mahatma Gandhi and the civil rights struggle led by Martin Luther King Jr. He also admired the leadership and anti-colonial efforts of various African leaders. Passion for sports. Mandela was an avid amateur boxer in his youth, admiring the discipline and strategy of the sport. As president, he famously used the 1995 Rugby World Cup, a sport beloved by white Afrikaners, as a powerful tool for national unity. His act of wearing the Springbok jersey and presenting the trophy to the team's captain, Francois Pienaar, became an iconic moment of racial reconciliation. Social life and charisma. Mandela possessed extraordinary charisma and a unique ability to connect with everyone, from world leaders to his former prison guards. He believed in the power of personal relationships to bridge divides. His friendships with figures like Archbishop Desmond Tutu were pivotal, but so were the small gestures of respect he showed to his political opponents and ordinary citizens, which helped to foster a climate of trust and collaboration. International influence in countries visited. Mandela was a global statesman whose influence transcended South Africa's borders. Global symbol of anti-apartheid. During his imprisonment, he became the world's most famous political prisoner and the face of the global anti-apartheid movement. International pressure, including economic sanctions and cultural boycotts, was crucial in forcing the regime to negotiate. Post-presidency diplomacy. After his presidency, he continued to travel extensively, acting as a mediator in conflicts, e.g., in Burundi, and advocating for human rights. His visits to the United States, the United Kingdom, India, and countless other nations were not mere diplomatic tours but global events that reinforced his status as a moral authority. He used his platform to champion causes like HIV, AIDS awareness, and poverty reduction. Family. Family was a source of both immense strength and profound pain for Mandela. He was married 3 times. 1. Evelyn Mays, 1944 to 1958, with whom he had 4 children. 2. Winnie Madikizela Mandela, 1958 to 1996, a formidable anti-apartheid activist in her own right. Their marriage became a symbol of the struggle. They had 2 daughters, Zenani and Zinzi. Their union suffered under the strain of his imprisonment and political turmoil, leading to their separation. 3. Graca Machel, 1998 to 2013. On his 80th birthday, he married the widow of the former Mozambican president, Samora Machel. Their partnership was one of companionship and mutual support in his later years. Theories, contributions, and influence on psychology. Theory of reconciliation. Mandela's most significant contribution to political theory is his model of restorative justice over retributive justice. He argued that to build a new nation, a society must confront its painful past not through revenge, but through truth, acknowledgement, and forgiveness. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC. This was the practical application of his theory. Chaired by Archbishop Desmond Tutu, the TRC provided a platform for victims to share their stories and for perpetrators to confess their crimes in exchange for amnesty. It was a groundbreaking, though imperfect, model for healing a deeply divided nation. Influence on psychology. Mandela's life is a profound case study in resilience, emotional intelligence, and post-traumatic growth. Psychologists study his ability to endure 27 years of brutal imprisonment without becoming consumed by bitterness. His capacity for forgiveness is not seen as a sign of weakness, but as an act of profound psychological strength and a strategic tool for liberation, freeing both himself and his nation from the shackles of hatred. Legacy. Nelson Mandela's legacy is multifaceted and enduring. A democratic South Africa. His primary legacy is the Rainbow Nation itself, a democratic, multiracial South Africa founded on the principle of equality. A symbol of hope. Globally, he is a universal symbol of peace, resilience, and the triumph of hope over despair. Nelson Mandela Day. The United Nations declared his birthday, July 18th, as Nelson Mandela International Day, an annual call to action for people to dedicate 67 minutes, representing the 67 years he fought for justice, to community service and making a positive impact. Conclusion. In summary, Nelson Mandela's journey from a tribal prince to a political prisoner, and ultimately to a president and global icon, is a powerful narrative of struggle, sacrifice, and redemption. He was not a flawless saint but a pragmatic leader who made difficult choices, including an early embrace of armed resistance. However, his ultimate legacy is defined by his extraordinary capacity for forgiveness and his unwavering commitment to building a future that was better than the past. He taught the world that reconciliation is not about forgetting, but about remembering without bitterness, and that true leadership lies in uniting people, not dividing them. His life continues to inspire countless individuals to fight for a more just, equitable, and compassionate world. The end. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.